guys, it's me, Desi, with Explorers of the Afterlife. I'm here with Heather, I'm here with Zach, and I'm here with Tommy. Is Questions on the Road, and we are on our way to the Aurora brothel in Missouri, and I'm just going to ask a couple of questions for everybody. So first question is, what is your favorite piece of equipment? What is your favorite piece of equipment?
I think I get most excited when the REM pod starts going off, especially if we've put it somewhere and has been quiet for a while, and then all of a sudden it just goes off like crazy. To me, it's just like, oh my gosh, here we go.
Oh yes. Okay.
It's gotta be the dead bell.
Dead bell?
When we set up the dead bell in a random room of the location that we're at, and we're clear on the other side, and then all of a sudden it dings off at 2 o'clock in the morning, that is a really good indicator, especially when we get our questions answered.
Very true. Tommy?
I have to say, I do like the REM pod, and I also like the cat ball.
Very true.
Just because it's everything you're kind of focused on, but then you turn around and all of a sudden there's that cat ball just going off randomly, and you're like, oh, what is that?
Mm-hmm. Very true. Favorite piece of equipment is obviously the spirit box. You hear their voices, and you hear some really creepy noises, and it just makes you take a breath because it's overwhelming. But okay, next question is, what is this encounter?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would have at a house or in my whole life.
At a house.
At a house, okay. It would probably have to be the time that we were in the hallway at the Malvern Manor, and the ghost told us to go to room 7. We had no idea that the rooms were numbered or anything, and we started walking down the halls, and there really was a room 7. And then nothing really happened for a minute, but then when we came back, the door was shut, and we had left it open, and then we heard a little girl's laugh. I mean, it was crazy. It was so insane when they tell you where to go, and it's actually there.
Oh, yes. All right.
Mine would be the Walnut House. We were at the Walnut House, and I was heading into the dining room area. We were getting ready to leave to go get batteries and whatnot, and I was in the middle of talking about the dead bell needing to be recharged. And as I turned the corner, I came literal face to face with an older gentleman's spirit that was not happy that we were there. That'll be mine.
Tommy?
Mine, I would have to say, because it's scary, I guess I get more of a thrill out of it, but I think it's when we were playing sardines at Malvern Manor, and I was hiding behind the chair, and the sun was shining just perfectly, and I saw this shadow figure kind of just lean over the chair and look down at me, and then go back up, and you can even hear the footsteps go out of the room and down the hall.
Mine would have to be the one time that we were hiding in Malvern Manor, and me and Heather were hiding in a closet, and she was sitting on my lap, and we heard somebody come up, and we both felt the wind, and so we just felt a presence hiding next to us in a tiny closet, and it was just creepy.
I have a
I actually want to
bonus
change my answer, yeah.
to that too. For all of us collectively, another interesting experience was at McIntyre Villa when we were sleeping up in the attic.
That was creepy.
And we had literal audible footsteps walking around all of our beds while we were asleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
My creepiest moment was at the McIntyre Villa when we were doing a live, and we were all up in the attic, and we were talking, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere you just hear the loudest slam, and there was bed frame and furniture over there, and a ghost must have pushed it or hit it or something. I mean, it was the loudest bang I think I've ever heard on a ghost hunt. Freaked me out.
There's too many. At every house that we go to, there's always that big experience that just leads to other personal experiences, and it's just crazy.
It was also crazy, actually, at this last time that we went. I heard what I thought was Tommy say my name. And so I came back into the room and I'm like, what's up? What does he need? And everybody's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I just heard Tommy say Heather over the walkie-talkie because Tommy was doing a solo in the basement. And I'm like, what does he need from me? And they're like, he didn't say anything. And then I radioed Tommy because I didn't even believe it. I was like, maybe they didn't hear it. And I was like, Tommy, did you just say my name? And he was like, no, I didn't say your name. But I heard it clear as day in Tommy's voice say my name. Tommy called for you.
To come here. That was up the stairs.
Yeah.
So I was doing my solo, and I heard Heather's voice say, come here, right as I'm walking past the stairs, and I was like... So I had to walkie everybody else and like, hey, where are you guys? And everybody was like, we're on the second floor. And I'm like, oh, nope. That's a no from me.
Yeah.
In that basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. What is your favorite house or location that we've been to?
Always be the Melbourne Manor. We've gone every year since 2018. So we've probably been there about 7-8 times. I just can't get enough. I'm sure we'll be going again next May. And every May after that for the rest of our lives. It's so active. Every location kind of in the house has somebody different or something different. You're guaranteed to get an activity all through the night and day. The owner, Josh, he's phenomenal, super cool, down to earth. The city is great. Salty Heifer, the restaurant right next to the Melbourne Manor. It's got funky hours, but great food, excellent service. And like I said, the house is just, it's crazy active. We always make sure we stay 2 nights because one isn't even enough.
Yes. Zach?
I've got 2 answers to that question. One, as a group here, would have to be also Malvern Manor. That is a beautiful location. It's very active, and each time you go there, you don't know what you're going to expect to happen next, and they remember who you are when you come back. For my second answer, it was a solo on my own, and that would be Penhurst Asylum in Pennsylvania. That was a monster of a location that I did, and it kept you on your toes all night long. So that would be my 2 answers.
Tommy?
I would have to say Malvern Manor. Like everybody else has said, every time we go there, it is super active, and that is the only place, because I like to close the doors and I like to see if they open, and that's the only place that I've closed the doors at. Walk down the hallway and come back, and the doors are completely wide open, almost as they're telling you not to shut the doors.
Okay. I think everybody in this car is going to know that I'm going to say it's the McIntyre Villa.
Which is my number. I mean, that's a great one, too. It really is.
That one is my favorite because I feel like that house does have its quiet times, which gives you time to recharge, but I think that there are some entities that don't like showing themselves, like the doll. The doll is the one that freaked me out the most, just for the fact that it danced for us.
That was so scary.
It shut off my camera and danced for us. That was wild.
That was wild.
That was so wild. So that's the McIntyre, and it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful house. Anyways, next question is, what is on your list of hunts?
Okay, I have a list of like 30 places, but I think the one I'm most excited for is one we're hopefully going to be visiting in 2026, and is the Randolph County Insane Asylum in Indiana. It looks crazy. I love insane asylums. Like Tommy kind of mentioned earlier, it's more the thrill than the fear, and I kind of like the crazy ghosts, the out there ghosts, the ones that they want to be heard, they want to interact with you, and so I just feel like at asylums they want to be heard.
Very good. Nice.
My location that I'm looking forward to in the future is Waverly Hills Sanatorium. That is a monster of a building, and it is notorious for a lot of physical interactions, a lot of objects moving, and a lot of really rough history that they went through in the past.
Okay. Tommy?
For For me, I don't remember some of the names because, unlike Heather, I don't write them down.
You want to look at the list real quick before you answer?
No. Unless you call certain people. But one place I would really like to visit is Fort Snelling over in Minnesota.
Ooh.
Mainly because my mom, she does construction work over there, and she has been followed by spirits, and she's also, because it's a private area, she thinks she's chasing somebody out, but then finds out it's an actual spirit because they completely disappear. So that's one place I would really like to visit.
That'd be
Ooh. Okay, my favorite, what would be on my list of places to go visit would be the Sleeper Mortuary in Kansas, just because it's a very old building. It's an old mortuary. It's known for many embalmings and all that other gory stuff, so you can definitely bet that there will be, you know, other ghosts there with definitely deep, crazy stories. So the last question is, what is the one thing that you like to experience when this?
One thing I like experiencing is, of course, when equipment starts to kind of pop off, especially if, like, you've been sitting there for a while, the house is kind of quiet, and then all of a sudden things start picking up. It almost scares you. But the thing that I have yet to actually see, that I would love to see, is a genuine, like, apparition with my own eyes. I mean, I've seen shadows. I've seen maybe 2 or 3 shadows in my 9 years of ghost hunting, but I've never seen, like, a full-on, like, just right there, no shadow, no nothing, just an actual apparition. I mean, that would just be so cool. So cool.
Oh yeah. Baby?
I gotta say, I want to see something actually move, physically move.
Like
a door slam while we're looking at it, or an object physically go across the room, or a chair move, or some kind of physical concrete evidence.
what is that called?
While we're watching poltergeist activity.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. That would be sick. Tommy?
I would like to see something move. Also, I don't have a lot of it, but for the females in the group, I would love to see their hair move up. That'd be super creepy.
That would be creepy.
I mean, you can't see mine go
Yeah.
up. Like, maybe a little in the front, but that would be super cool.
Zach is no longer the sacrifice. All of a sudden his hat flies off.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Next location, I'm gonna see my hair like, oh, you're one of us.
One of us. All right. So that's all the questions that I have for this little road trip clip for questions on the road. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button and follow us. Maybe you'll see some